One of the most exciting players to ever grace the floor of Sartain Hall, Darryl Thomas wowed Trojan fans from 1987 to 1989. A two-time junior college All-American, Thomas was third in the nation in scoring with 30.7 points per game coming out of DeKalb Junior College. As a Trojan, Thomas continued to frustrate opposing defenses, averaging 23.2 points per game while being named an All-American and Gulf South Conference Player of the Year in 1989. Thomas scored 1,415 points in his 2 seasons at Troy and finished his career in the top 10 in points, scoring average with 23.2, 1,157 field goals attempted, 298 free throws made, and 391 free throws attempted. Thomas still holds the program's single-season record with 815 points and 320 field goals made in 1987-88. The Atlanta, Georgia native was named MVP of the South Atlantic Regional, which Troy won to advance in the NCAA Division II tournament. In the regional tournament championship game, Thomas hit a three-pointer at the buzzer to force overtime, then knocked down a reverse layup with 3 seconds left in overtime to lift Troy to a 66-65 win over North Carolina Central. Thomas went on to score 25 points against Cannon of Pennsylvania and 34 points in the consolation game against Florida Southern to earn all tournament honors. For his career, Thomas broke the 30-point plateau 6 times.
We had 2 great years. Like I say, when they recruited me, when I was coming here, I think Maestro told the guys, we need to get this guy. Don't let him get away. And like I say, I know they was on the low, but when I got here, I wanted to make a difference. And I had good teammates along with me. Oh man, we had so much fun. Well, I know at one time, my first year here, they used to say the little boy from Troy. I guess they didn't know me, and then I guess after 5-6 games, I was no longer the little boy from Troy. Well, I started off as a little kid, growing up in the project. You didn't have much to do, so you had to go to the gym to stay out of trouble. And that's how I got started. Also, I played football, I played baseball. I was Player of the Year in '84 coming out of Atlanta. And I just decided to, get away from baseball and play basketball. But when I was growing up, my uncle all along was big Braves fan. So when I was coming up, I was at 15 Braves games every year, and they just taught me to do right. Stayed out of trouble. Stayed out of trouble. It meant a lot to me. It taught me how to be a man. And then I had great coaches along with that, who helped me along the way. Because I lost my father in '88, going into my senior year, so that was a chance I wasn't coming back. But if it wasn't for David Felix, I probably would have stayed at home. But David Felix, he was the man. I had to come back and show him from the Lord the same way he showed me. David Felix, he recruited me, and he put so much into trying to get me here. He did a lot of things. He knew I liked the chicken. So I think he was on campus more than he was here. Every time I turned around, I had like a box of chicken, so I couldn't turn him down. I had to sign with Troy. Well, it was fun. We did so many good things, man. The crowd, they enjoyed us because we had 7-8 guys who can dunk on the team. So every night was a highlight, and they loved it. And we loved putting on a show. Yeah, they was fighting for seats over there. I had some great teammates. Like I say, me and Anthony Reed, we still friends until this day. We stay in touch, not every month, but at least once every 3 months. I talk to him, on the way coming, So then I played against, Warren Washington. He was a good player. Neil Murray. Stringfellow, I had some good teammates, and they got me in the right spot to put the ball in the hole. Well, I just want to thank the coaches for believing in me, showing me love, treating me like a son the whole time, and without them, I don't know where I would have been. I might have been in Atlanta, which I couldn't wait to get away. All the local home, teams wanted me there. Mars Brown, Clark. I had to get away. So I'm glad they recruited me. It worked out for me.